Hey, wonderful Wednesday morning. Coming to the final countdown of minutes that school will be out for the summer. I want to encourage you, parents, students, teachers, everyone in earshot of this video. But I want to share a book that has touched my heart that I will share here in a second and read to you. Besides the one and only book that has guided my life and my pursuit and passion to know Him and to live out His will as I live to honor and obey His word. But today I'd like to give you just an encouraging quote and verse that may you are talking about as parents, as teachers, as we look to guide children. May we be shepherds of His flock that is under our care. May we watch over them not because we must, but because we're willing. As He wants us to, not for dishonest, sordid gain, but eager to serve, not lording it over those that are entrusted to you or under your care, but being examples to them. And when His Son appears, we will receive the crown of glory that will never fade away. Today, this goes out to every person in earshot. May you not just hear, but may you understand what it says today for you. This goes out to every to my wife, my children, to the students that I've taught over the years, to those that I will teach, to the parents that I get to engage, and teachers and colleagues that I get to speak with on a regular basis, administration. Every moment of my 33 years up to this point, this book has encouraged me greatly, and I'm so grateful for someone gifting it to us. So I read it to you today. You Are Special by Max Lucado. Illustrations by Sergio Martinez. This book was given to us as a gift from some loving friends of ours, written towards my daughter who was born. And they gave this gift to us to read to her. And may you be encouraged by the words of this book. You are special. The Weemics were small wooden people. All the wooden people were carved by a woodworker named Eli. His workshop sat on a hill overlooking their village. Each Weemic was different. Some had big noses, others had large eyes, some were tall and others were short. Some wore hats, others wore coats, but all were made by the same carver, and all lived in the village. And all day, every day, the Weemics did the same thing. They gave each other stickers, and each Weemic had a box of golden star stickers and a box of great dot stickers. Up and down the streets all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars or dots on one another. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always got stars. But if the wood was rough or the paint chipped, the Weemics gave dots. The talented ones got stars too. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads or jump over tall boxes. Still others knew big words and could sing pretty songs. Everyone gave them stars. Some Weemics had stars all over them. And every time they got a star, it made them feel so good. It made them want to do something else and get another star. Others, though, they could do little, and they got dots. Puchinello was one of these. See, he tried to jump high like the others, but he always fell. And when he fell, the others would gather around him and give him dots. And sometimes when he fell, his wood got scratched, so the people would give him more dots. And then when he would try to explain why he fell, he would say something silly, and the Wemix would give him more dots. And after a while, he had so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. He was afraid he would do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in the water, and then people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many gray dots that some people would come up and give him one for no reason at all. He deserves dots. Lots of dots, the wooden people would agree with one another. He's not a good wooden person. And after a while, Puchinello believed them. I'm not a good Wemix, he would say. And the few times he went outside, he hung around other Wemix who had a lot of dots. And he felt better around them. One day, he met a Wemix unlike any other he'd ever met. She had no dots or stars. She was just wooden. Her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers, it's just that the stickers didn't stick. And some of the Wemix had admired Lucia for having no dots, and so they would run up and give her a star, but it would fall off. Others would look down on her for having no stars, and so they'd give her a dot, but it wouldn't stay either. That's the way I want to be, thought Puchinello. I don't want anyone's marks. So he asked the stickerless Wemix how she did it. It's easy, Lucia replied. Every day I go to see Eli. Eli? Yes, Eli, the wood carver. I sit in the workshop with him. Why? Why don't you find out for yourself? Go up the hill. He's there. And with that, the Wemix who had no stickers turned and skipped away. But will he want to see me? Puchinello cried out. Lucia didn't hear. So Puchinello went home. He sat near a window and watched the wooden people as they scurried around, giving each other stars and dots. It's not right, he muttered to himself, and he decided to go and see Eli. He walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into the big shop. His wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch out his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. A hammer was as long as his arm. Puchinello swallowed hard. I'm not staying here. He turned to leave, and then he heard his name. Puchinello! The voice was deep and strong. He stopped. Puchinello! How good to see you! Come and let me have a look at you. Puchinello turned slowly and looked at the large bearded craftsman. You know my name? Said the little Wemix. Of course I do. I made you. Eli stooped down and picked him up and set him on the bench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he looked at the gray dots. Looks like you've been given some bad marks. I didn't mean to, Eli. I really tried hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me, child. I don't care what the other Wemix think. You don't? No, and you shouldn't either. Who are they to give stars or dots? They're Wemix just like you. What they think doesn't matter, Puchinello. And all that matters is what I think. And I think that you're pretty special. Puchinello laughed. Me? Special? Why? I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? And Eli looked at Puchinello and put his hands on those small wooden shoulders and spoke very slowly. Because you're mine. That's why you matter to me. Puchinello had never had anyone look at him like this, much less his maker. He didn't know what to say. Every day I'd hoped you'd come. Well, I came because I met someone who had no marks. I know. She told me about you. Why don't the stickers stay on her? Because she's decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. What? The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you care about their stickers. I'm not sure I understand. Eli smiled. You will. But it'll take time. You've got a lot of marks. For now, just come to see me every day and let me remind you of how much I care. Eli lifted Puchinello off the bench and set him on the ground. Remember, Eli said as he walked out the door, you're special because I made you. And I don't make mistakes. Puchinello didn't stop. But in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, a dot fell to the ground. This is not the end of the story. It's just the beginning. Of a love that has been lavished upon you, that you should be called children of him, and such that you are. That he leaves the 99 to find the one. That the hairs on your head are numbered. That he thinks on you more than thoughts on the sand. That he sent his son to take your place. And that son took your place and came back from the dead to give you life in abundance. Let's not just hear it. May you believe it, live, and do it. You are special. Parents, when we remind our children of this great truth, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that he doesn't make mistakes, that he has such a great love for us, and that he provided someone to take our place, take our cross, take our sin, so that we might be the righteousness unto him. Greater love hath no one than this, than to lay down their life for their friends. And he calls us sons, daughters, and friends. Family, may we live to please him. Because of his love, we love. I encourage you to be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become angry. Family, love is what you do. Let's not just hear it, but let's do it. Have a great Wednesday.